Well, it was a team that we were, very familiar with because a week ago today we played in Nashville, and obviously it was a week removed from playing them, so probably coming on a quick turnaround for both teams playing yesterday. The preparation on a short prep day where you don't have a lot of time, it was probably a game where both teams knew each other pretty well. I really thought that Vanderbilt came out and played really well. They were the aggressor. I thought we turned the ball over way too much in the first half. We had 11 turnovers, and a lot of those turnovers led to some baskets for them. Just about half their points in the first half came off of our turnovers. I thought physically at the basket we didn't get a lot done. And, Zealy, Chingang, Taylor, all those guys played very, very well. I thought we probably could have been down a lot more at the half. I thought our team collectively did about as good of a job as you could do on Jenkins. In particular, Kenny did a great job on him. And we, when the ball leaves his hands, he's always got a chance to go in, and maybe they weren't going in. And maybe as the game wore on, their third game, fatigue could have been an issue for them. But in the second half, we came out and I thought, really for most of the half, played pretty well. And I think the big key was that we got stops and, we held them to certainly a low percentage from the field. And that helped us because if we just got into a situation of trading baskets down by 8, that would have been probably hard for us to overcome. So, we're excited about the opportunity to win and excited about the opportunity to play tomorrow.
And what was going through your mind as you went into the second half?
I would say I didn't play bad, but it wasn't great. But I just try to be patient, and Taylor was on my back the whole game, and I just try to be patient and work and get good spots. And my teammates found me for some good looks, and I was able to get in a little rhythm.
I want to say just the confidence level. In practice, I've been shooting after me and Urban. I think I'm taking good shots. Not forcing anything pretty much. And I think when I get in the rhythm, they just fall.
Just talk about the run that you had, first your 9, then your 10-point run.
Irving?
I would say it started on the defensive end, and we was able to get out in transition. Vanderbilt defense real tough, and I was able to get some clean looks out of transition and some layups. And just defense, I think, sparked it all for us.
I say also defense, and I think Urban, he gave us a spark, coming out. We finished the half with a low intensity, and we needed, someone to come out and give us an offensive spark. And I think Urban started it off, and I think I just carried it on.
We needed that. I think emotionally, for our team, there's been, some championship games, so to speak, that we've had to play the last couple weeks. Playing Alabama at home and senior night, that was an emotional game to at least have a share of an SEC championship. And then, going on the road and having to play at Vanderbilt, to have the opportunity to win outright, that was kind of a championship game as well. And then you come here to Atlanta. You're in a one-and-done situation, so every game is a game where you want to try to move on and advance, and that becomes very important. So I think that in those situations, you cannot just rely. Sometimes there's going to be some games where maybe some key guys don't shoot it well or play particularly well, and you try to utilize your bench as best you can. And I thought energy-wise, when we got down 11-2 when we subbed, I thought Scotty Wilberkin, I thought Pat, I thought even Eric Murphy and Will Yeget, Casey Prather, they all gave us very, very good minutes that we could, at least sub in and rest a little bit of our older guys. And then in the second half, I thought the 3 guys, Eric Murphy and Patrick Young and Scotty, really came in and made our rotation a little bit deeper for us.
This is the way he's played.
Well, I think they say that because that's my line to them. Like, it's, I say to those guys all the time, it looks like we're seeing, what we got to do instead of just coming out with great energy. So I think probably he's repeating what I think when I watch them play sometimes. But, they're, like I said before, a pretty resilient group. They battle and they fight pretty hard. I thought Vanderbilt was really well prepared, and they certainly seemed more excited about the opportunity today with the way they came out and play. And then I think our guys were able to regroup at half and come back and play a little bit better there in the second half. But, I don't know when you're playing against good teams if for 40 minutes you're going to look great the whole 40 minutes. I mean, I think you got to give Vanderbilt some credit because they really battled and fought, that first 20 minutes so much that they were up 8 points at the half and really caused us some problems on offense because we turned it over 11 times. They got out on the break. That hurt us. And then, Taylor, really played well in the first half. And like I said, if Jenkins just makes a couple threes, instead of maybe being down 8, you're going into the half down 15. And now you start talking about a real serious margin. So we probably really dodged a bullet in the first half because I think Jenkins was 1 for 7. And that certainly is uncharacteristic of him and how well he shoots the ball, and probably a combination of him just being a little bit off and I think Boynton's defense.